What's up? What's up? It's your boy Chris Keys. Hey, I'm so excited to be with you guys today. In my channel, we talk about music, money, and mindset. Today I have about 25, maybe 30 different VSTs and plugins. In my opinion, I think every producer, engineer should have in their arsenal, or at least be looking out to try to add into their repertoire heading into this new year. These are some of the top ones that a lot of industry professionals use. But at the same time, there is a price tag that come with these. I did just release a video where I talked about where you can get a lot of free plugins, a lot of free VSTs. You can go check in my channel, or I'll put a link above where you can click that. But this one's right here. This is for the ones that we are investing into our craft a little bit. Now, with that being said, this is during the holiday season, so a lot of these plugins, they are on sale. But that doesn't mean you need to absolutely just go crazy. Now, you can go crazy, but at the same time, budget and try to figure out a way to get these plugins. I know for me, just say, for example, if I'm going to spend $1,000 on plugins, during the holidays, you get a lot of discounts, 50% off, 75% off. So, yeah, you might want to spend a bulk of that budget during the holidays when things are on sale. That just makes sense, right? But at the same time, leave yourself a few $100, a piece of that budget for maybe the summertime. There might be a new plugin or an even better sale on some of these same plugins. And trust me, guys, these plugins are great, but really the trick is using these stock plugins and learning what they do. Once you learn what they do, once you get a better plugin, you can actually make your music even better. Like if you don't know how to use a compression and a Logic Pro, you might not need to get the whole Waves bundle, right? But enough of that. Let's jump right into my plugins that I feel that every producer needs going into 2025. All right, let's start. And I got them categorized. So we even want to start with the pianos, right? So pianos right here. One of my favorite, Keyscape. This is by Spectrasonics. It just absolutely a massive library of high-end, it just sounds expensive keyboards and Rode sounds. Keyscape, you get, I have Keyscape personally. And let me know, guys, if you want me to do a video and actually sample through some of these packs. But Keyscape is one of the top plugins out there for you by Spectrasonics. You can actually go to it. Let's go to it right here. You can look at it. I mean, it just has the claves, it has the Rhodes, probably give you about, it has the OD, was it the DX7s? I want to play some of this stuff and sample it for you. But guys, you can go over here and I'll leave links in the description with all these sounds. But once again, this just gives you an idea if you're looking for new plugins, some of the top choices out there. Keyscape, definitely on the list for number one for pianos. All right, let's move on to number two. And you, like I say, you can find that at spectrasonics.net for the Keyscape. Link in the description below. All right, number two, this is a good one, Contact Noir. Maybe I'm saying that right. But Contact has tons of instruments, and I'll get more into this in the end. But if you're just looking for a piano sound, Contact is mainly, if you look through the Contact folder, it's mostly organic sounds. So if you want like pianos, organic drums, bass, guitar, piano, so Contact, you're going to get string sounds. That's where you want to go for your organic sounds, not so much your synth sounds, from my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, you can find this one at within the Contact store or Plugin Boutique. I buy a lot of my stuff at Plugin Boutique, and I think it's on sale. A lot of their plugins are on sale. So number two for you right there. All right. Next on the list, still Addictive Keys. Addictive Keys. Plugin Boutique. Addictive Keys, they're electric grand. Addictive Keys, they've been around for a long time. So I mean, it's not really much to say. I mean, you can ask anybody around. You can look at the ratings. 5 stars. I mean, and like I said, a lot of this stuff is on sale right now. So, I mean, it looks like, if you got 50 bucks right now, a nice plug-in, for you to check out the Addictive Keys. And you know, they have, this is the Rose one. And I'm gonna sneak one in. Now, this is one people don't talk about, Pulse Audio, and this is just maybe my favorite. I actually have the one, the Plastic Ghost piano. I feel like this one is like if you're creating some type of trap or you just want some dark piano. Now, for me personally, this will be a good one too. Their sounds are incredible coming right out their presets. But if you like to tweak your sounds and kind of like sound a little bit different than everybody else, this is a good little piano. It's not going to sound anything like your traditional pianos. It's going to have some like dark reverb on it, or like I said, just sound like a ghost, eerie type of sound. And this is Pulse Audio, and they have tons of instruments and guitars. But I just went to the Keys Plastic Ghost piano. Like I said, they have tons of other different plugins to check out. And like I said, guys, this is an investment. I mean, you got to see, $200-$300 for a plugin. I'm not going to recommend all of these because I haven't tried them. Not saying they're not worth it, but that's a lot of money to spend for a plugin, right? So I get it. I understand. So I'll let you know there are some plugins that are a couple $100 that I'll be like, you know what, that's still a steal. But Plastic piano, Ghost piano, that's a little, I just want to throw in one for you, like a little side, be like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. Got you from the left. All right, next up, Alicia Keys bundle. I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about the Alicia Keys piano. Comes into contact if you have contact. So if you already have that, if you're a seasoned producer and been collecting VSTs, you probably already have this one. But also in the newer contact, they have another version of the Alicia Keys, so you get the Rhodes sound in that. So I'm actually looking at upgrading my contact here pretty soon, hopefully before these discounts end. And but yeah, I do have the Alicia Keys, solid piano. It's versatile. They give you, I don't know how many different piano textures and sound, and it's very versatile. Where you can go in and tweak the pedal, noise, sound, the reverb, the darkness, the brightness of it. I've used that piano on a lot of different records. So again, it's in one of my top ones. We're just on pianos, guys. I got about 20-30 more different VSTs. So stick around to the end. If you still rocking with me, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button. As I do this for you guys, all I ask in return is if you do that for me, just hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's the goal. All right. New Year's resolution. While we at it, Happy New Year's to everybody watching this. All right. Next up, we have the Anterior Sound, the V collection. Or we're just talking about keyboards. It's just you can do just a single plug-in, but I think if you're gonna do it, just if you're gonna be a bear, be a grizzly bear, right? But the Anterior, I have this the collection already, so I do recommend it. Their sounds are already fabulous. They're the presets sound really good and thick already, so you don't have to go in and try to tweak too much of their sounds. But you could definitely check out their collection. They have tons of different sounds and gear, not just piano sounds, organ sounds, synth sounds, pads, you name it. They have whatever. So a good collection to add to your arsenal going into 2025. All right, and beyond. It's going to be around for a while. All right. So we still own keys. Let's see what else we have. All right, so let's move on. Next, let's go to synths. All right. So we had the pianos. Now we're going to go to synths. And just like pianos, you have the Anterior. They have a lot of synths, so it's kind of like a little combo there. But also, if you go back to Spectrasonics, Omnisphere, this is, to me, actually all of this stuff. Omnisphere, you have the more synths. Trillion is the bass. We just went over Keyscape with the pianos. But Omnisphere is like, to me, the Swiss Army knife. I hope I'm saying this stuff right. It just gives you a little bit of everything. I mean, it literally has bass, organic sounds, the acoustic sounds, the synth sounds, pads, choir sounds. It gives you a little bit of everything. To me, I don't even know how much this is. It's been a while since I've even bought some of this stuff. But this plugin, Omnisphere, I'm pretty sure you've heard it. It's been on numerous amounts of hit records and you know, songs over the past couple years. This isn't a new plugin, but if you're just starting out and you're like, hey, what do I need to add to my sound bait, my VSTs? I think this was a good one. Just depending, I think this is for everything. You can use it for singer-songwriter, EDM, R&B, hip hop, and like I said, if you want a sound design, definitely. I mean, this has a little bit of everything. So this is definitely a highly recommended synth plugin, Omnisphere, for you. And like I said, Trillion is the same thing. If you're looking for a bass, one of the bass sounds, it has all the different acoustic bass, the upright bass, the what is it? The Fender bass, studio bass, the reggae bass, R&B bass, sub bass, Marcus Miller bass. All these different basses are in here. Synth bass. I mean, whatever you need, you can tweak it. This is what the interface kind of looks like. Arpeggio. So if you're just looking for all-in-one package to add to your resume, if you don't have it already, definitely the Trillion, the Omnisphere, but all the Spectrasonics. The I don't even know if they. What's the? I'm trying to think. What's the other one with the drums? Is it the? What? Oh yeah, Stylus. Yeah. So this is for like drums. But anyway, we're not on that yet. But yeah. Next up for your synth, we're on Nexus. I've had Nexus. This is one of the plugins. It's tricky. It's tricky, right? So I've invested in Nexus. I think I have actually Nexus 3. They're on Nexus 5. You know, I can actually upgrade now, I guess, and probably save a little bit. You know, they have a lot of good stuff in here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Actually, if you look on my last video, I think I did maybe an Afro beat, and I used Nexus, and that was like a month ago. So I do use Nexus, but at the same time, you know, for me to upgrade, you know, to their, you know, everything bundle is like $2,000. Now, do I think I'll spend $2,000 worth of their sounds? You know, maybe not. You know, upgrade to maybe the whatever this version is for $100, probably. You know, but I've already spent whatever I paid for. You know, as I do this video, I realize how much money I've actually spent on synth and plugins over the years, which I'm not complaining for. You know, it's my job, it's what I do. But you know, for Nexus, it's tricky. Do I recommend it? Yes. Depending on what you do, is it my number one go-to? Maybe, maybe not. But Nexus is on the list. It is on the list. All right, let's keep it moving. We're still talking about synths. And I've done a video on this one before, Heat Up 3. This is a good beginner pack. It's not that much money. You can see it's on sale right now. Depending when you watch this video, normally $149, $150. Now you can get it for about what, $80 off, $60, what, $89. A good plugin, solid plugin, almost like a Omnisphere. Just sounds aren't as fat as an Omnisphere, but the sounds are really good. You can use a lot of these sounds in your records. Synths, bass, pianos, has all the sounds that you need across the board, vocals. Really versatile interface. So if you want to tweak the sounds, so you're not sounding like anybody else. Heat Up 3, good plugin. Like I said, go through my videos. I've done a video before and do a good breakdown on the Heat Up 3 products before in some of their expansion packs. All right, Heat Up 3. This is another one that's been around. We're still on Expand. And guys, like I said, it's the holiday, so the Expand 2 is actually on sale. This is going through Plugin Boutique. I'll leave a link in the description. It's actually $29 right now. Normally, what, $70, $80. So these are all, I'm giving you plugins, guys, that have been on hit records. I'm not giving you I did a video before with all the free records. The free VSTs and plugins. Those are good plugins, and I'm going to create on those and release. And I'm pretty sure those have been on a lot of release records. But these are guaranteed Billboard charting records if you're trying to go in that direction. And you can get thousands of sounds for $30 right now. I mean, what do you say to? If you're serious about your craft, like, how much are you willing to invest, right? Now, I'm not telling you go out here and spend thousands of dollars, but if you want to get past using stock plugins, or if you just need a little inspiration, man, invest $30. Invest $30 in yourself. I don't know how old you are. If you're older, you're old enough to drink, or if you do drink, instead of going to the bar and spending $30 out at the bar, go spend $30 on a plugin today. You might make your money back, right? Go sell some records from some sounds that don't sound just like, they came out of a cheap doll, right? X-Band has been around. It's proven. Definitely something to go check out, X-Band too. All right, let's keep it moving. This is another one, oldie, goldie, your Tone 2 synthesizer. It's been around forever, the Gladiator. I love this plugin right here. I still use this one on a lot of records. It's a very versatile plugin. It looks like a lot, but it's really not a lot. Just start playing around with it. As I say that, it looks like a lot. It's not a lot. It actually is a little bit. It takes you a while to, start playing with these plugins, but you get your money's worth because you can customize everything with it. So, and like I said, if you want me to do a deeper dive into some of these plugins and kind of like show you some of the sounds, to go through the presets, or show you how to tweak the sound design, leave a comment below and I'll make it happen. All right. Next up, Diva, UHE. See, some of these products I don't even know how to use. But this one right here, Diva, I've used this one on at least 3 or 4 records internationally that have charted. So this one, I love Diva. It doesn't matter what type of genre you're doing. It's a nice, solid synth plugin. They have nice pads, nice chords, a lot of flexibility and effects that you can use with it. That's all I want to say with this one. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but like I said, if you need me to do a breakdown, I will do this. These are all top plugins, guys. And like I said, you can go through. This one's $200. Is it worth $200? I say yes. If you're a serious producer, and you have the budget, I think this one's a good one. And if you stick around to the end, maybe I'll do like my top list of all the plugins, what I think, like, my top 3 or 2 or something like that. I haven't really sat down and categorized them 1 to 30 to see which order I would buy, but this one's definitely a good plugin. I like the Diva for sure. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's move on now to the Orchestra Sounds, string sounds. If you're a creator and you're looking to invest into some string sounds, whether you're doing cinematic, some scoring, or something like this is something where I like these sounds. I've used a lot of string sounds. The Orchestra Essentials, $100. This is a nice, solid string section sounds that you can get. You'll get a variety of different essential plugins, with the Orchestra Essentials. Now, with this, let's keep it moving real quick. The Heavyosity. Now, they have a lot of different products. This is more, I would say, more like cinematic scoring type of stuff. But depending on your creativity, I won't limit this because I've actually used Damage 2 in a hip hop beat before too. So I don't have all of these plugins, Gravity, Symphonic, but I have used these, or I'm pretty familiar with these sounds. So this would definitely go into the Orchestra cinematic sound. If you're looking for like a industrial type of beat. I think that's maybe the category. Something that has, instead of like acoustic drums or synth drums, you use maybe like a industrial sound, something that makes you sound like you're tapping on like a tin can or a pipe or something. Really cool effects. Definitely for those that are looking to expand or stretch their creativity juice, definitely use that plugin. This is one of my favorite string plugins. I love this one. Emotional Cello. It sounds exactly what it sounds like. Emotional Cello, the way it bends notes and just kind of slurs in two different notes. This one sounds real, really real. What does that sound like? Really real. Really real. All right. Really real. Emotional Cello. That's how. Remember that one. Really real. But yeah, depending on how you freak this one and play this one you definitely could get away with thinking you had a real cello player on your records. I love this plugin. I love this plugin. I love this plugin. $199. Once again, guys, don't go crazy on all this stuff. But if you have a nice catalog of strings already, all right. If you have a nice catalog of strings, well, you have the first chair, the second chair. This is technical stuff. You have the whole orchestra together. Emotional Cello will be a great addition to this. If you don't have any strings, you might not want to get Emotional Cello first. But if you have strings already and you're looking to maybe look at some lead things or expand, I'm telling you, Emotional Cello is nice. I like this plugin. You can choose the different types of articulations, from like a staccato, from tremolo to the bow change. That's what gets me. You can literally hear like the bow bend in this plugin right here. So good job on Emotional Cello. All right, so let's keep it moving. A few more. The Kris solo strings. This is one good one. If you don't have any strings, first get the Kris, maybe. Not telling you what to do, as they say, like, not financial advice, but this one has a little bit more versatility. That's why I say this one. If you get the Kris, there's different types of packs in here, so you can go through here. You can get the collection. You can get the solo strings. Excuse me, but yeah, cheers to Happy New Year's to everybody as well. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like and subscribe. But yeah, definitely check out the Kris solo strings as well. All right, so let's move on. Now we talked about the string. There's more plugins. There's thousands of plugins, guys. So I could be here and make this a 4-hour, a 9-10 hour, a 4-day video just talking about plugins, right? And all of them will be good, but I'm just giving you some of my top ones and some of the ones that can get you going. Definitely if you're a beginner, but even if you're a vet in the game, you're seasoned in the game, if you don't have some of these plugins, definitely go check these out. Hit the links in the description below. They'll take you right to them, save you time, and then you can go play around and make your decision for yourself. All right, so now let's start talking about maybe some plugins for like mixing and mastering. And I'm going to start with the old classic. We're going to talk about the Waves plugin. Waves is, this is almost like an industry standard. Everybody use Waves plugins. They run specials all the time. Right now they have plugin specials going on right now. If you want to buy the bundle, you can get the bundles. I definitely don't think you should spend $4,000 if that's a I don't even know if I've ever seen it for $4,000. But 200 is not a bad deal. But if it's a particular plugin that you're looking for, you can go in and just get the plugin right off. They got 2 for $40, 5 for $80. But if you're going to spend $80, why don't $100? In my opinion, why don't you just go ahead and get the whole bundle for $129? At least that one, right? And you can get 67 plugins, right? what was it before? What was the deal? They had five, so you can get 5 for $80, or you can get 62 more plugins for 50 more bucks, right? So definitely up to you, and check them out. I think I did another video on waves before kind of going some of their stuff, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one. Next up, we're talking about mixing right now and mastering. So if you're an engineer, these are plugins going into 2025. If you don't have them already, definitely look to add them into your arsenal, or producer looking to spice up some of your mixes on your beats. Next up, Isotope. This is another industry type of standard right here. Isotope. They have tons of great production suites, music production. Deals starting as low as 19. But like I said, this is a good time to get in. I'm trying to get this video out to you guys so you can save as much money as possible. But the Ozone 11 standard and the advanced, these are your prices for it. And just like anything else, you just pick and choose which bundle is best for you. But Isotope, it has everything on there for you. Your spreader, your EQs, multi-band compressors, you name it, everything's on there. All right, still on the mixing and then the mastering. What else we got next here? I believe this is the MC2000. Yes. So this is what I wanted to bring to you guys. This one's actually let me go over here. The MC 2000. This is a good multi-band compressor, if I can find it right here. Yeah. I believe it is. So many plugins out here. But yeah, MC DSP. This is another high-end plugin used on several records. If you're looking for, just a good multi-band compressor. I'm not going to go into too much detail. They have several plugins on here. Actually, yeah. I was going to do it. But yeah, the MC2000, definitely check this one out. If you know about multi-band compressors, if you're looking for one, definitely check that out. Next on the list is our Universal Audio. I mean, this is, and some guys, I mean, their stuff is almost like industry standard. I think most studios that I go through have UAD plugins, some type of plugins. But if you're so for this one right here, if you're just starting out a music producer, or if you're looking to say, what can I do to take my production to the next level, get you a good computer first. Because you need a good brain, a good hard drive to hold all the software, to push all the new VSTs and hard drive space, whatever you need. You need something that's going to push that for years to come, right? After that, you need a good interface. In my opinion, I go with the UAD. In my studio, I have the UAD Apollo interface. Because I believe you get a good interface that has a lot of the compressors and no latency, but it also has plugins with it, right? And every so often, they'll give you software updates where they basically give you new plugins. So this one right here, the UAD, if you don't have the interface, but they also have deals on their plugins. They have bundles all the time. Look, over 85% on bundles. Right now, you can pick 3, pick 13 for $500-600. I mean, you can go through. I mean, you get an emulation of the Neve 1073, and like I said, these plugins, these are some of the best in the industry. You won't see any studio or engineer really say anything bad about UAD plugins. I've used them for years, and they are the truth. They've been around. The Neve, I mean, so yeah, so the UAD, check them out, check out their bundles, check out their specials, but they are on the list. We're talking about mixing engineer, Best plugins out there. All right. So let's keep it moving. Next up, I have a whole nother video coming up with AI plugins for you. But right now, I just wanted to introduce you Lander. If you haven't already heard about it, this is a good mixing, mastering AI plugin. You just set it on your mixes at the end, and it kind of does this thing for you. Now they've kind of come up to more plugins and samples. I'm not too. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Looks like they start doing samples. You can start discovering samples. I haven't. I mean, that's boom bap. I mean, I've never checked none of these out. But I know they have like more of the mixing or the mastering plugin, so you can literally put this on the end of your your mastering chain, and have it give you in this eyes, or it's in his ears, AI, or however you want to say it. It gives you a whole nother master on it. So something to look into if you're, like I said, an engineer. You want to look at, or maybe you don't know much about mixing and mastering, and the cost that it takes for you to go get somebody else to mix and master, it might be more efficient to have AI do it for you. Have your own software right here. So these are all plugins, guys. I give you more than 30 different options here. So I don't expect you guys to go out and purchase all of these plugins, but I do expect one thing. I expect you to hit that subscribe button and that like button, even the notification bell, so you know when I'm pulling up on you on YouTube with these new videos. All right. And even share it with a friend. That'll help out, because this is valuable information. I want our music community and the culture to grow. That's the reason I'm giving you guys all these gems. I could keep this all to myself, use these plugins and tricks and hacks and stuff that I've used over the years that I've been successful with. But I figured it's better for me to share with you guys, because you guys can do a lot of valuable stuff with this information that I'm giving you guys. So don't ever feel like you need to hoard information. That's how the world kind of circles around, and it's almost like the tithing system. It just keeps going and over. So I'm just doing my due diligence and sharing information. I hope this is valuable to you guys. All right. So next up on the list, we're still in the mixer and mastering. This is one of the hottest plugins out there. This is by Cradle. They have the Orion and the God Particle. The God Particle came first. Man, this sometimes you get plugins, right? And you're like, man, you're trying to tweak it to see what it does, right? Like, I can't hear a difference. I can't tell. It say it's supposed to do this, but I can't tell. Let me tell you something. The God Particle, when you slap it on your mix, you hear a difference. Off top, every single time, no matter what song you're doing, where you're at, it's going to change the effect of the song in a good way, right? Now, within that, it's all about learning then how to actually use the plugin. You can't just slap it on and it's going to be cool and fine. But if you actually learn how to use the particle, God Particle, and learn how to actually read what it's trying to get you to trying to do. And actually, it is a mastering plugin, or you put it on your mix. But I think this is a plugin where you actually want to put it on a little earlier, not just slap it on the end. So as you're mixing, slap this on and start mixing into it a little bit. All right. The Orion, I know what it does. I've played with it. I don't have it. So I do want to get it here pretty soon and start playing around with it more, so I can tell you exactly more about it. So I might do it as soon as I get it. Might do a video kind of explaining what it does, but I know it. I mean, the brand, everything, good plugins. I'm not going to recommend anything that I wouldn't go by myself. So definitely check out Cradle website and their plugins. All right. Now let's keep it moving to some plugins. Something that's, going to affect the way your tone or maybe your creativity. Not necessarily something you would mix and master, or you can. I guess you can use these however you want. But just another plugin that's something to have in your arsenal. I don't use this on every record, or I wouldn't say as often as other plugins, but Cable Guys, they have a nice bundle. they have, what is the sound, the shaper box. Yeah, the shaper box is a pretty cool plugin that you can use and be creative with. I've used it on like different percussions and hi-hats. If you guys have used the shaper box on other instruments, I'm still really kind of interested because I've seen other producers say they love the shaper box and they use it all the time on like all their records. But maybe I'm just don't know how to use it to the fullest capacity. But I would love to, see how you guys are using the shaper box. But I know Cable guys, good plugins. One of the plugins that's very popular as well is the halftime. So this is kind of like just takes your beat and just chops it in half. You're gonna like hey, just give it a whole new vibe. So definitely worth the money on this one. I don't even look. I think it's what, $12, $10, $12. I mean, guys, like if nothing else, if you don't have this plugin, spend $10, $12. If you spend 10 minutes watching this video so far, man, I hit the link below and spend $10 and try out a plugin. What is it going to hurt? If nothing else, it's going to have you spending time creating. And that's really what being a creator is all about. Create. It's not always about going out and selling 1 million records or being sometimes it's about churning that muscle and getting better, working that muscle and getting stronger, and when your opportunity does come to profit or monetize, you'll be ready. All right. Next up, Fab Filter, another industry standard. This one actually could have went back to the mixing when we're talking about mixing and mastering. Fab Filter, the EQ, Pro EQ, 3.4. It depends how you want to. One of the best in the game. The R2, the reverb. I mean, what can I say? Fab Filter. I mean, any studio, home studio, major studio, anybody that's serious, they either have Fab Filter or they want it. So definitely Fab Filter. I don't even have to get to the rest of my list. If I had to choose from 1 to 30, Fab Filter is probably going to be in my top 3. I'm probably going to get this plugin some type of way. Maybe not right off, depending on my budget. Because if you go to it, let's just go. I use their EQ. I use their R2 as my room. Like when I mix, sometimes I have like 2 or 3 reverbs. So I'll use their reverb as like my first reverb. That's like put you in a room. I've used their the multi-band compressor is the truth. I use that on all of my vocals, pretty much every record. Saturn, a little bit of saturation. So, but yeah, let's see, their EQ. Let me see. I don't even know how much they are right now. They want a band for the bundle. So, $200 for the EQ. Guys, look, listen. You got to make a decision. What are you here to do? You see what I'm saying? Like, we make a decision. It's Friday. It's the weekend. We going out tonight. So you made a decision that you're gonna turn up. You made a decision. You gonna go buy the outfit, the shoes, the socks, the cologne. You made a decision. You're gonna put gas money and pay parking and the admission, the ticket to get in. So right. So you've already made the decision that you're gonna invest. And what's the return on that? I'm not saying it's not a return. But guys, we're talking about music production. I'm giving you guys an investment strategy to where you can get a return on these plugins. You see what I'm saying? So it is a price. It's not free. I did a whole video on that, but $200 to make sure that your mixes have the opportunity to sound like some of the best in the world. I think that's not bad. Even $1,000. I spent that years ago. You'll be surprised how much money, like literally, I spent on these plugins. So, but once again, Fab Filter, this is one of my top plugins. Everybody says it. Everybody knows it. So next up, all right, let's go to some effects, plugins, VSTs. This is, if you're doing pop music, EDM music, house music, and you want a little bit of that what is that called? I just had a lot. I'm thinking parallel compression, but it's not parallel compression. A little bit of ducking, maybe that you get like an EDM or something. Kickstart, Nicky Romero. Kickstart is definitely the plug-in. Like I said, it's less than $20. Definitely, I use it on a lot of records. I don't even just use it on the kick. I use it on a lot of pads, strings, just a lot of different variables, a lot of creativity ways I've used the Kickstart. So another good plug-in if you, like I say, if you're doing EDM music, house music, something like that. Next up, I mean, this one could have went on the other one with the mixing, but SoundToys, another good bundle of joy. All right, starting off 2025, if you don't have any of the SoundToys, any of the Echo Boys, any of the Alter Boys, the Decapitator, the delayed, was it the Echo? Man, the SoundToys is a really good plugin. And the thing about it too, once you buy some of these plugins, you don't have to buy them all at once. You can buy one or two, whatever you can afford. And as the years goes, when the sales come, they'll give you an upgrade offer. So, like I said, you can upgrade for a cheaper value. But, the Echo Boy, the Alto Boy, I love that one. The Super Plate, a little reverb. The Crystallize. Put that on a piano and you'll hear a difference automatically. Filter. These plugins are really good. Little micro shift. So once again, SoundToys, another nice plugin, and right now they're on sale. I think I mentioned this in another video, but you can see 50% off, 75% off. Not bad. And like I said, it ends on January the 2nd. So depending on when you watch this video, you might still have a chance to catch these on sale. All right, almost done here. Just about 25 more. I'm just playing. But next up, we have a nice, I think this plugin kind of slips up under the radar for a lot of people. Alicia did for me. Maybe I'm like, apologize for me for not catching on sooner. But this is like, it's almost like the Kickstart I just showed you over here. But it's a little different because you can kind of tweak it a little different. But this is, it's almost like an LFO tool where you can create your own ducking and versatility. So I actually like, I definitely like the Kickstart. I like that. I use it purposely. I'll choose to use that. But sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll use the Kickstart. But if I really want to get in and dial in some type of LFO, I'll come in and use this plugin right here, the Xfor LFO Tool. A nice, cool plugin. I definitely think it's underrated, but it works. It's a cool plugin, definitely to add to your arsenal. All right, so we're almost done here. I really have about two or three more plugins I want to show you guys. But once again, if you haven't already, I'm trying to grow my channel. I do a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and editing. So in return, all I ask for you guys is to help me get to 2,000 subscribers by March. So just hit the like button, subscribe button. If you watch this after March and I have my 2,000 subscribers, please still hit the subscribe button, like button, as I'll be trying to still hopefully grow my channel, which I know I will be. All right, with your help, I can't do it without you guys. So it's free. All right, next up, this is my my everything package right here. These next couple plugins, this is for everything. If you say, hey, I have one budget, I don't want to pick and choose different plugins and effects and all that. I just need something that's going to give me a little bit of everything. I don't know what genre I'm going to do. I'm going to do singer-songwriter. I'm going to do hip-hop. I'm going to do country, pop, blues, whatever. These are the plugins that I would recommend. And this one's very affordable. This one's, you can pay a subscription. It might be $10 a month. I think I pay that, whatever the subscription is. I think I just did it for the year. But output arcade. This one gives you like maybe 60 more different samples that you can use in your production, your creativity. You just load this plugin up, you pull it up. It's almost like Splice, but in my opinion, a little bit better because they're constantly adding new plugins. There's no limit on how much you can use. Even if you don't pay that subscription, you can still use the sounds later on. But man, you have like so many vocal samples, drum samples, string samples, drum samples, cinematic samples, arcade output. And definitely, like I said, don't take my word. Just spend $10. Try it out for a month. You can cancel your subscription anytime. If you don't like what they have in it, $10. What? It's not a bad investment. All right. Next up, this is an old goodie, something that's been around. And like I said, I've mentioned certain particular sounds that uses the platform Contact. But Complete is, the everything bundle. If you're looking just for everything, if you're looking for sounds, you're looking for some synth sounds, organic sounds, you're looking for plug-in sounds, something that you can mix and master everything. Complete gives you a little bit of everything. Like I said, if you bought some of their plugins before, it's kind of like the same deal with a lot of these guys. You can do an upgrade package. We can see, I think I've bought something back in the before, and my update is $400. I didn't even know. I just saw that for the first time. I was looking at, doing some research, making sure I gave you guys the best value. But yeah, once again, this just proves that I buy these plugins myself. I'm not just doing some research like some of these channels who don't even do music production for real. They just try to get clicks and views. I really do this. I invest in myself. But yeah, the Complete native edition. Okay. I was like, what are we doing here? But yeah, I must have clicked on it. But yeah, the Complete 15. Let me just go through some of the products or plugins that you get with it. And like I said, this one, you're getting a little bit of everything. So you're getting piano sounds. You're getting samples. Hold on, let me see. You're getting samples. You're getting so many different plugins. I don't know how to navigate through this website. It seems like it's just kind of taking me everywhere, but ultimately, like I said, you can click on a link and you can play around with this site and kind of see what all it has to offer. But I definitely feel like Complete is one of those beginner package or beginner sounds. If you don't have anything, or if you already do have something and you just want like a good everything, like, if you have a guitar but you don't have a guitar effects pedal, you can get Complete because it comes with the effects plugin that I use on all of my records. Anytime I have a guitar player come through, when I go to a major studio, if they don't bring a guitar pedal, we run it straight through Complete. So the price that you pay, it's almost, that's how you have to start thinking as a producer with some of these plugins. Start thinking, okay, if I'm a guitar player, do I want to buy the sounds and the plugins and the effects pedal? Or I could just spend, these effects pedals for guitars are what, some of the high end, the I can't even think, but yeah, they're like $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,000s, right? So you can kind of like kill two birds with one stone by looking into some of these plugins. So without everything, like I said, we went through so many of these, all the way from your plugins, your everything bundles, your synth, your bass, your pianos. Overall, I do like Spectrasonics. I think that's a good value. your Omnisphere, your Complete. Those were some of the top 2 plugins that I started with when I first started producing, and that got me through years of creativity without being burnt out or feeling like I had writer's block. You get your Complete, you're getting tons of organic sounds. You're getting your pianos, your bass, your drums, everything acoustic sounds, right? Strings. And then you get Spectrasonics, Omnisphere, something like that. Now you're getting all of your synth sounds. You're getting emulation of keyboard sounds, bass sounds, synth sounds, choir sounds, samples, stuff like that. And then you start adding in your Fab Filter plugins. So now you know how to, once you create with these sounds, creatively, you can come in and mix these sounds at a high level as well. And then from there, you start opening up to some of the other plugins, you know, your Jason Joshua, some of your God Particles, and so on. But with that being said, guys, I hope you got tons of value with this video. Good luck to you on your music production journey. I hope, like I said, this inspires you. Once again, if you got value, if you stuck around this long, I only ask for one thing. Just hit that like button, subscribe button, as we all try to grow together and advance and take this music culture community to the next level. So Happy New Year 2025. I hope this video bless you guys. Until next time, I see you later. Peace.